This week on Club Shay Shay had Monique pull through, and she talks about her problems with Tyler Perry, Oprah Winfrey, and a lot more others. Now I'm gonna leave all the timestamps and stuff at the bottom because my phone don't let me do it. But I ain't gonna talk too long. We're gonna get right into it, and this is the first topic she started talking with.
You said we were talking off camera. You said, I want to get something. There's something I want to share with you, and I need to get it off my chest early.
Because that's why I'm looking at you now. Like, why are you going into that? Because I told you we could not talk till I dealt with you.
Okay,
listen. Okay. So let me say this to you. The day I watched Skip Bayless lose himself with you, and that's what he did. He lost himself. And when I watched Skip Bayless say to you, put them goddamn glasses back on, boy. Now, I know he didn't say goddamn and boy, but that's what everybody heard. And I was waiting for you to snatch his ass across that table, baby, and give it to him. I was like, Shannon, this is the perfect time. I don't condone violence.
Right.
I don't say be violent. But that day, I was in my feelings for 2 days. Me and my grandbaby could not watch you for 2 days. And my husband had to say, Mama, let's talk about this. Look at Shannon Sharp. He retired in 2004, but he could still get on that field and run touchdowns, tackles, everything. Had he snatched Skip Bayless across that table, he would have died in Shannon's arms that day.
Right.
So Brother Shay Shay handled that right. Now we can talk.
I ain't gonna lie, when I first seen that episode, I'm a fan of Skip, but I was like, man, Skip is wilding out. But, you know, I appreciate Unc for keeping it respectful because that's what it is when you're an adult. Sometimes you gotta just hold your tongue, you feel me? But it is what it is. Of course, you know it ain't no interview without talking about Katt this year. Check out what she has to say.
Everything Katt Williams sat here and said,
right,
we all know it to be the truth. However, we get so caught up in, well, I ain't gonna say nothing.
Right.
Well, can you believe he said it? Or can you?
Or it's the messenger.
It's the messenger, baby. We get so caught up in the messenger that we'll overlook the message. People have a hard time hearing a 5'5" giant tell the truth. People have a hard time with a black woman over 200 pounds tell the truth because people that look like us, we should just be grateful we got invited to the party.
Right.
We should just be grateful that someone paid us attention.
So far, even after that video, all the views, whatever the case may be, you go through and look at everything. Everybody might have responded, but ain't nobody saying he lying. It's the year of the truth. Can't get mad at Katt, you know. If somebody, because people keep forgetting what this whole thing started with. Kevin Hart and all these people kept saying he was on drugs and stuff like that. You go look at his records, because I did. He ain't got no drug offenses other than marijuana. And he had a lot of those and never convicted. So if you in Katt's situation, you're going to stand up for yourself just like him. So I don't feel too much bad. And you know this ain't an interview until she talk about Taraji, his situation. And here's what she had to say about that.
I saw Taraji broken on those platforms. It was painful to watch. However, Taraji and I had a conversation over a decade ago.
Yes.
In my trailer when I was doing the Monique show. And she said, you know, you got to keep on getting it until your turn comes. And I said, Taraji, most of us die before our turn comes. We got to ask for it right now. Now, I understand that because there was a time I felt the same way.
Exactly.
Because that's what I was told.
Right.
You just keep going and we'll get him the next time. We'll get him the next time. We'll get him the next time. And the next time never comes. And then you see our sister broken, sitting on those platforms. Now, when I said it.
Why didn't it get the traction when you said it that when she said it, now all of a sudden everybody is coming. And I don't have a problem. I'm glad.
Yes.
But if you said this a decade ago, and I remember you saying it over a decade ago, why didn't it get the traction? Why didn't it get the support? Why wasn't it propped up when Monique said it?
I think there's a few reasons why. Number one, it was the messenger. I should just be grateful I got invited to the party. You a big, fat black woman. How dare you be the one? And then on top of that, you're saying names. You're saying Oprah's name out loud. You're saying Tyler's name out loud. You're saying Lee's name out loud. You're saying Lionsgate out loud. That's not what we do. We say they. We say the people. We say the studio. We say the producers. How dare you actually say our heroes' names?
You're very specific.
These are our heroes. How could you say their names out loud? Because they're the ones that did it. And if I don't say it out loud, now you see a woman that is swallowing that pain, that is so stressed out. Then you see our sister Taraji P. Henson sit on that platform. And I love that baby because she's a beautiful spirit. But to see her that broken, what our community was saying was, we have a hard time, some of us, we have a hard time seeing a strong black woman with her back straight and a chin up and a strong black man standing by her side. We have a hard time accepting that. But we can accept seeing a black woman broken. Now it's really serious because she's falling apart. Our community had a hard time with those two things. And when I would hear people say, why is her husband there? Why is he there? It's a sad day when we're questioning why a black man would stand with his black woman. So when you hear black women saying we're the most undervalued, disrespected, underserved, mistreated, violated, exploited, we get all of that. Then you see a black man standing with his black woman saying, not on my watch. And you hear some black men saying, why her husband gotta be there? We're in a sad state of affairs when we begin to question black love and black unity. So they didn't want to hear me, some of them, because of what I look like, because I spoke about their heroes, and because they saw that man standing right there strong.
That's interesting, man. Can't look at women the same way that we would in a certain light back how we used to. Mothers are willing and trying and striving to be great. I mean, we got to do what we got to do for them, man. And if they asking for our help, I mean, I am not in a position, but I would have thought that all the people that in the position that she ended up talking about, I thought they would, come up together and do something and stand behind her. But, I guess it's one of them things where I got to retain my power, and I ain't fooling with none of that over there because I don't want it to mess up my situations. But I didn't have a problem with her and her husband being there because black love, I'm definitely for that. So I salute to that. I think this is a pretty good interview. I feel like the rest of them should come through so we can get all sides of these stories. Because you can't believe only just one side. But I'm glad to hear these sides because you always hear the media when they tell these people they crazy. But hey, y'all check this video out. Y'all tell me what y'all think. I think I'm going to drop a part 2 because my phone storage was kind of iffy. But just be on the lookout for the part 2. I'll catch y'all on the next one.